Well, good evening again. This is Jonesy, and I'm going to give you a little update because I can only do videos at least once a week, which is on my days off, either Tuesday or Wednesday. And I wanted to just tell you how my week went. You know, I had a great week. You know, my position at the airport is basically wheelchair service for the passengers going onto the aircrafts and ones who are exiting the aircrafts, taking them to their destination, which could be baggage claim or for someone to pick them up or to get an Uber or a Lyft. Well, um, I do 15 miles a day. I walk at least 15 to 16 miles a day. It's extreme for my age. I'm going to be 66 in December, and it can be very painful. But I want to tell you that I put God first because I need God every day as I go in there, because you have to deal with customers who can get irate, and you have to try to change that whole situation into something positive. I've been able to so far to be able to change to where, as they're exiting the airport, they're not feeling the worst or having the worst experience or experiences. Well, I did very well because we get tips, and I want to be very upfront and let you know that I'm not there to hustle anyone for tips. No, I'm there to provide a service and the best service I can at the moment. So I get to spend possibly, I say 10 to 20 minutes, possibly, or maybe less, with a passenger once I encounter them, either coming off the aircraft or taking them from the ticket counter to the aircraft. And I've been very fortunate that it's been pretty lucrative, and I've been able to, I would say, resolve certain financial situations that occurred, within this year, the early part of the year, because I was working for another company and I got hurt, and they wouldn't give me the workman's comp, so I had to deplete all of my savings, and I had to get assistance from friends and family just to survive. I pray very hard, and I do basically believe very strongly in the Lord, and He provides. Well, they say one door closes and another opens. Well, I was supposed to transfer into a position that would be somewhat easier to the prior position that I got hurt, which would be just driving employees. Uh, my feelings are is that if you say you believe in God, you must act it. So I stayed strong. For the time I was off, I was exercising, building my health and getting stronger, and I was able to overcome, those injuries. I was out to work from possibly, I would say, March till about August. So the present position that I hold now, which is passenger service, uh, I've been there a couple of months, and I've been able to really resolve many of my financial issues or problems, because I got into some financial negative situations to where I had possibly a six collections that was showing up on my credit, score. And one of the things I wanted to mention that many of us have these issues and we don't know how to resolve them. Well, I wanted to show you all how I was able to resolve 90%, I believe, of my credit issues. Well, first to begin, I want to show you this, what I was looking at. I hope you'll be able to see this. Basically what it shows is showing is what the accounts I've had in collections, and what I paid, how I was able to negotiate those those accounts to where I was able to, like, I'll give you, since you might not be able to see it. There are 6 accounts. I was able to negotiate the first account, which was, I started from the smallest to the top, to the highest. 347 was the balance, and I negotiated them down to 178. And the other one was 371. I negotiated down to 186. The other one was $625. I negotiated down to 325. Next one would be $1,025. I negotiated down to 500. The other one would be $625. I negotiated down to $503, which I paid yesterday. I have one remaining collection, and that would be about $1,500 and let's say $50. And they initially told me that they would be able to negotiate down to 845, but what they did, they went up and they added fees and interest and this stuff to the 1,500. Now they're saying there's $2,000, which I'm not going to pay, because the initial negotiation would be like 845. So what I wanted to share with you all is that if you do have collections, which they're derogatory, it states derogatory items on your credit, scores, you can negotiate. And it's a tug of war, and it's, I guess, who is best at it. Because I was able to get them down at least 50% off, which is, quite a lot. And it puts me in a much better standing, because my credit score was 591. And I was able to raise the credit score here. How? By getting a secure credit card and putting $1,000 on that credit card as a deposit. And once I did that, plus I had paid off the collection, it showed up, and my credit score was increased 61 points, which was, it went from 591 to 656, which is quite a leap. So I've just negotiated and paid off this the last 2, and they have not been posted as yet on the Experience or Credit Karma. So I'm looking forward to seeing those particular collections, which has paid off, raise the credit score. I am not sure how many points, but it will raise it. And I was able to open up another credit card, which I will put a deposit on it. And hopefully I should be able to get another 60, 61 points, So that is one of the things I wanted to share with you, is that, because you have credit problems, doesn't mean that your life is over with and you cannot face them. There are ways to, negotiate and to get your life back on track. I can tell you, after I paid off that one account, the last account, which was yesterday, I felt it was like heaven. It just felt great. I don't have these people, they're not going to call me anymore. And now my credit score is going to rise, so I'm able to do much more. And I'm looking at many different avenues. I do a lot of research, and I read a lot, and to find out the things that, let's just say, most likely they don't expect you to know. It's there, but they don't expect you to read and find out, so you can utilize the information. Well, I read, and I'm able to utilize that information to my benefit. So my whole point on bringing this information to you is to let you know that if I can do it, obviously you can do it also. Don't be afraid to face your credit program and see what delinquents you have, what items, which might be bringing your credit score down. As far as it, pay attention to the collections. You call them up, whoever they are. Their information on the Credit Karma or Experience that will give you a breakdown of who is holding the account and their phone numbers, and you can call and you can negotiate. You know, it's the one who is the best at it. I did this once before. I knew I could do it again. Now, I want you to know that it is a great feeling. I cannot tell you enough. I have one last account, and I'm going to wait because they're playing hardball, and it's not fair to go back on your word as far as what you told me. So I'm going to wait. I want to see how much my credit score has improved based on what I have done, and to see if do I need to even speak with them anytime soon. But yeah, this video was basically having to deal with the credit issues you may have, and are you going to face them and try to resolve them, because it can be resolved. I can tell you this because this was easy. What I had before was tremendous. Let's say going back to 2012, I had probably over 30 accounts. And at that time, I was homeless. And I was able to negotiate all of them. I was only making $1,200 a month, $300 a week. And I was actually sleeping in my car. I was homeless, and it taught me a lesson on how God works, that you believe in God, and you pray, and you thank God for the blessings. It will work. It does work because it's worked for me. I'm in a better situation than I was prior. I feel extremely well. I feel medically sound, and I'm very, very happy. And I don't want to be selfish with what I have. It is for me to share what I was able to attain by utilizing the information that was provided out there for us. So please don't be ashamed of what you have in front of you. If you have credit issues, face them. You can resolve them, and it will make you feel somewhat better, to the point now that you can get more credit cards, but learn how to manage your credit cards. A couple of things I'm going to share with you before I shut the video down is that this is what they want you to do. If they give you a credit card with $1,000 balance, they're not giving you this credit card so you can go and spend $1,000. Obviously not. And at the end of the statement period, they expect whatever that you have spent, they want to see a 90% available balance at that time, within that 30 days. You pay before the due date, and that will raise your credit score. If you're late, that goes against you. And if you have a low, if you pay, like some people, they feel comfortable paying $50 or on a $900 balance. Well, that doesn't work well. Obviously, it's going to affect you in a negative way. They said 90% at least you must have available at the end of the 30-day period. So please, if you have any credit cards, try to pay them down to where you have 90% available balance, and that will give you more positive light as far as raising your credit score. Don't be afraid to get credit cards or have credit cards, because credit cards are not going to bite you. They're not going to do anything to you, because in having those credit cards, you can do many things. Number one, I'm going to get maybe 3 or 4 more credit cards because it will raise the score, because I want to see that you have at least 4 or 5 different accounts where you're managing them. And my thing is that they don't give you a limit as far as with when you get the credit card. If you have a $200 or $300 balance, that you can use. They must use it once a month, but you can use it and just spend $10. Get yourself some coffee or whatever it is, but pay it off before the end of the month. And this is the understanding. So if you have 5 of them and you spend $10 a month on either, on all of the 5, so that's $50. You can afford that. But that brings your credit score up. And because it shows utilization of the credit card for the month, they don't tell you that you have to use the credit card 10, 20 times within the month. No. at least one time, each credit card must be utilized within that 30-day period. So that's something that you have to pay attention to. I will be getting back to you to let you know once I get the other credit cards, the results. I will be able to show you how it has affected my credit score one way or the other. My thing is to be very real. This is not information that I'm sharing for, you know, to get anything from anyone. No. This is the help. This comes from God. For the people who are not aware or who don't read or who don't research, this is coming from God because I've done the research and I'm telling you the truth. At the end of the day, I'm extremely happy because of what I was able to achieve. This happened within a 2-month period of getting this particular employment that I have now. So please, take care of yourself, take care of your credit, and please, if you're not doing it now, please download Credit Karma, download Experian, and start reading up on your credit and start trying to fix them, those items on there, and give yourself that peace that God says is there for you, the peace that passes all understanding. I might make one other video this evening because I go back to work tomorrow. Each week I will try to update you on what's going on in my life, because my age and my well-being and how am I addressing my life at the age of, I'm closer to 66 than I am to 65. I'll be 66 in December, and how I'm feeling. I feel very good, very well. I'm extremely happy now because I was able to achieve those goals. Now, one other thing that I wanted to interject is that if you have no plans, that's not going to work. You must have daily plans, you must have weekly plans, you must have monthly plans and yearly plans. And those are things that are tentative. Those plans come from here. They need to be drawn up, possibly put on paper, and then you must actively work on them. And you will see at the end of the week or the end of the day how much of that or what plans you have placed, how much you worked, and what you achieve at the end of that day or end of the week or end of the month. And that's how I'm doing what I'm doing because I have goals, and the monies I made from my tips go straight into the bank because there's a bank in the airport. And from that point, it is delegated to different accounts to pay off different things that I have, So please, if you have no plan, draw up a plan and start working on it daily. And you will see, within a very short period, how you will be able to grow and make yourself feel better, So, in saying that, I want to end this this video on a good note. Listen, I put God first. Without God, I could not have done this. I listen to the scripture. Basically, I try to every day. It's not every day, but I try to. We do need it every day because of what's going on in the world today and how people are. And it is something that I want to share that I think it's important that we do have God first, and then yourself taking care of your body because without your body, you can't do anything. Medically, you should take care of your body and to make sure that your body is in working condition. You must get proper rest. You must have proper nutrients and balanced diet or whatever it is, to keep your body, healthy. But rest is extremely important, and that's something I pay particular attention to. I'm in bed as soon as I get home after I've eaten and taken a shower. So please, and you must exercise, some form of exercise, at least 4 times a week. For people of my era, my age, at least 4 times a week, but there's at least half an hour a day for those days, As I stated, I am, walking at least 15, 16 miles a day, 23,000 steps per day. You know, on my days off, I try to do some exercise, but it's not as easy because I'm extremely tired and I'm trying to get as much rest as possible. You know, so I consider myself to be not 100% in good shape. I am in fairly decent shape. You know, I believe my heart is pretty strong, you know, because I ride a bicycle. You know, I'll just show you, you know, what I look like. You know, this is Jonesy, you see, and I was very much into sports, you know, for a while, but I try to maintain and stay active. I do have to lose some of this. We're going to work on it, you know, because it's important, you know, at this age. So, in saying that, I want to just say have a good day, and I will be doing another video, and I will, you know, try to enhance whatever it is that's going on in your life to make it better and encourage you, inspire you, you know, because I feel great. I feel great, so please have a good day. And hey, till the next video, Jonesy, please share this with your family, share this with your friends, and please subscribe. And let's share this with everyone so they can have the benefit of the life that I'm feeling right now today and how I'm happy. Next time.